LaRue's fallen off the wagon in a spectacular way. Hill Street Blues at 10-2 after countdown.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope I find you well on this Thursday afternoon, and thank you once again for all your letters and your little notes that you're sending in. Very nice indeed. But, Carol, I have one here that's, to be fair...
What?
It's a bit tricky to read.
Oh, why?
Well,
what, is it bad writing or something?
No, it's typed, actually, but it's from a Florence Probert from the Isle of Dogs.
Oh.
And she says, Dear Desmond Lynham, I'm sorry to have to inform you, but Carol Vorderman is a grave disappointment to my husband and myself.
Oh, no.
Yes, she goes on. She used to be such a nice girl, unspoilt and with the common touch. Nowadays,
yes.
Well, at least Susie only rhymes with floozy.
Oh!
But the way that Carol has been flinging herself at you is disgraceful. So I'm only reading it. I'm not making this up. I know, she says, that as people grow older, the age gap is not so important, but she must be nearly 10 years younger than you, and it's all quite unseemly, she says.
Florence says.
Florence says. She continues, this one closing line. I'm sorry I have to read this. She says, please have a quiet word, but do let her down gently.
But you haven't been offended by my advances towards you, have you?
No, not right.
You like me pouring you a cup of tea after the programme?
So much have I not been offended. I haven't even noticed them.
That's because there haven't been any. Anyway, now I've had one here from Rose, not your Rose, a different Rose, Rose Ellison from Derby, and she said, Dear Carol, I take them as I find them and don't mean to be harsh, but please tell that Des Lynham to shave off his moustache. You have to say it like that to rhyme with harsh.
I got it.
The tash just isn't scenic, won't put me in the mood. I bet it's unhygienic and picks up bits of food.
Oh, dear, disgraceful, by the way.
That hair just looks so tickly. I bet no one would miss it. But even though it's prickly, I'd really love to kiss it. That wasn't me. I didn't write that last bit.
She'll get a letter from Florence if she's not careful. There we are, there we are.
Oh, let's all calm down.
Let's get on with the game and meet our wonderful young champion from yesterday, young Connor Travers, age 14 from Luton in Bedfordshire. He scored 99 in becoming champion yesterday with a conundrum in 1 second. 1 second, less than 1 second, I think it was. I think that might be a world record. I don't really know. How did you get involved in how did you learn to do the game so well?
Well, I was off sick for a week and then I just got into it.
It just took you a week to get... There we are. That's Connor, our champion. Now meet Mr. John Archer, our challenger today. John lives in London. Hello, John. He plays the electric guitar. What sort of music do you play?
Rock music.
You're a rock musician,
yeah,
are you?
I do like rock, classic rock.
Carol's a bit of a rock chick, so you probably have a bit of a good time afterwards. And you follow the fortunes of Essex County Cricket Club and, as we learnt yesterday, Leyton Orient Football Club, so you like your sport as well.
Yeah, that's
and
right,
and Leyton Orient doing pretty well this season?
At the moment they are, Hopefully they'll go up the
Need to go
division.
up. They were in the old First Division years ago, weren't they, for a time?
School then, yeah.
Anyway, well, give them a nice big welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Jan Ravens is with us once again alongside Susie. Jan, we liked your impersonations yesterday. They were wonderful. Who's the favourite one? Who's the favourite voice that you like to do? Tricky question.
Well, it is a tricky question, but I'm very, very fond of Ellen MacArthur as an impression.
Oh,
because, you know, anything that Ellen does, she just gets into a real stew about it and just starts crying, you know, and if she was playing Countdown, she'd be really, really upset because you can find 4 letters and can't get it. Susie needs to go.
Get so high only dogs can hear her eventually.
She does, yeah. I just love that whole the whole drama of her life being enacted in front of all of us, you know, so it was a very kind of a good character to latch onto.
But she's a fine lady. I interviewed her last year. She's a wonderful person.
Well, of course, she is in fact terribly brave, and that's what's interesting about her. Really, is the contrast between, you know, Ellen must use every ounce of her courage and determination. You know, you get these very florid commentaries on all these documentaries about her, and yet she is terrified. But I mean, that's good. It's great for us all to see how terrifying it really is to be out on your own in the South
What
Atlantic.
she does is conquer the fear, which is the brilliant thing about it. Anyway, thank you, Jan.
Anyway, it doesn't stop me taking the mickey out of it.
No, why should it? Why should it? Take the mickey out of anybody, can't we? Right, let's get on with the game, and Connor, we'll start, if we may, with your letters.
Can I have a consonant, please?
OK, we start then, Connor, with M.
And another.
R.
And a third.
L.
And a vowel.
I.
And another.
E.
And a third.
O.
Consonant.
K.
And another.
T.
And a final consonant.
And a consonant. And R.
That's the selection. Here we go. OK, let's start with our new challenger. That's John.
6.
6, John.
7.
7 for Connor. What's the 6?
Milker.
Milker. Yeah, and 7.
Mottlier.
We didn't need 2 T.
Oh, wow, no you don't.
No,
It's fantastic. Mottlier is there, incongruously varied in appearance, so it's more
Mottlier.
so.
How about that?
Very good.
How about that? That week you had off sick stood you in good stead, didn't it? Mottlier, how about that for a start? 7 points for you. Well done indeed.
And I think Susie's got one, which is an interesting one.
Yeah, there's a nice word, a lorimer, L-O-R-I-M-E-R. It's an alternative spelling to a loriner, and it's a maker of small iron objects, especially spurs and stirrups, etc.
A lorimer.
It's an archaic word, a lorimer.
It's the most unusual word.
Yeah.
Good, thank you for popping that one out for us. Let's move on to John now, and your letters, sir.
Consonant, please, Carol.
S.
A vowel.
U.
Consonant.
D.
A vowel.
A.
Consonant.
R.
And a consonant.
S.
A vowel.
E.
Consonant.
G.
And a vowel.
And U.
Thank you.
Starting with the timepiece. What you got, Connor?
7.
7. And John?
7.
7. Let's have your 7 then, John.
Sugared.
Sugared and?
Sugared.
Jan, can you check that for Connor, please?
That's sugared.
That's sugared. 7 points apiece. Jan?
Well, also for 7, there's assured. And also, I think, grasped, as in you grasped me up.
There's another one, very, very unusual one, from electronics, degauss. D-E-G-A-U-S-S, which is to remove unwanted magnetism from a TV or a monitor in order to correct colour disturbance.
Degauss.
Degauss it, yes.
Degauss, OK.
Yeah.
But 7 points apiece to the guys. Well done indeed. Now, Connor, let's have your letters.
Consonant, please.
L.
And another.
X.
And another.
T.
Vowel.
I.
And another.
A.
And another.
O.
Consonant, please.
S.
And another.
C.
And final vowel, please.
And E.
Here we go, chaps.